Okay. Taurus, let's do the first week of December, your weekly reading. The monthly of December is also out, which I did yesterday. You can go over there and take a stroll and look at it. And yeah, all right. New deck. You're my first time using this deck. All right. They're slippery little suckers. What did I want to say? I wanted to say thank you. I sold those 15-minute private reading gift certificates for Black Friday. I put 40 in circulation. It sold out in one night. Oh my God, guys. Thank you. I have like 0 slots for Cyber Monday. I might have to add a few just for Cyber Monday, and that's it. I was going to hold this thing for like the end of like December as Christmas gifts. Situation first week, September for Taurus, please. But now I'm like, no way, I'll never catch up. So I might just add a few slots on Monday just for Monday. But the point I'm bringing this up is I just wanted to say thank you. All right, and if they're for you, those of you who did buy those, Taurus, please. Those of you who did buy those, just send me an email if it's for you or someone else, all right? And if it's for you, just let me know when you would like to redeem it. That's it. Knight of Swords in reverse. I swear this deck everything wants to come in reverse. I literally spent 10 minutes putting everything upright. Knight of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. And the 3 of Wands in reverse. Well, those ships that you've been waiting for have definitely arrived, Taurus. I'll tell you that much. But something that you're trying to plan isn't planning. Strange. It's like there's somebody here who wants to communicate something. Either wants to come in or you want to go and communicate. But there's like a huge hesitancy. There's a huge resistance to it. I also see somebody who ghosted or you were cheaty-peatying with comes back. All right? So maybe for some of you, your ships have arrived. This person comes back, but they come back and they do what? Not talk to you? Or you go back and you don't talk to them? You don't say anything? We'll see when we clarify. Because I see a hesitancy here. I see the resistance with Strength card at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. We'll see. What's coming in for Taurus? Also, for the monthly reading, the questions slightly differ from the week to weeks. Do I need these? I don't think I do. Ace of Swords. Well, here comes the communication. Putting all your cards on the table. Some of you, it's a brand new contract. Others of you, it is having an honest conversation here. And you're beginning a relationship based on the truth and honesty. Relationships can be with your boss, your coworker, your colleague, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You will, however, be in a very thinky type of perspective. You're going to be like, I need to think about this. Do I lift my sword and slice and dice, or do I put it down and chit-chat with them? This has everything to do possibly with something that's traditional in your life. Your boss or your marriage or your commitment to someone. Something traditional. I do see the fear of the future or the fear of the unknown. But you should know right after that something solid comes in. This is definitely lining up with your monthly reading. All right. Let me see what Taurus doesn't see coming their way. Man, they just want to come in reverse. 10 of Wands, but this one might be good in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse is telling me you're dropping a bad habit. You're dropping something that is overwhelming to you. Something that's a burden. Something that's too much. This is burnout. And you're like, I'm burning out. I'm done. I can't. Tapping out. That's me. Take your wands. Can't handle. right? The Star card, trying to stay optimistic and hopeful all the while you're still in jail. Eight of Swords. You will have that new beginning. I promise you, Taurus. I'm going to tell you again. And I feel like a broken record. That's it. Last hurrah. Last call. Last hurdle. 2026 is the year of the horse. And it's not just any horse. It is the fire horse. Those hooves catch fire. You either ride the horse or get trampled by one. This is why I keep talking about lean into the changes. Lean into the new life, because this is not just any horse. This is 0 degrees in, correct me if I'm wrong, Saturn and I believe Neptune. It is new timelines. It is new lives. It is new everything. And I feel like it's important to express to you, Taurus, because you guys are fixed signs. And this is one of those things that is going to be your biggest hurdle, is this life-altering change. These life-altering changes are coming for everyone in the collective. You're either going to get left behind or you're going to move forward. Or lost in the shuffle. Well, let's see. What's the advice here for Taurus, please? I don't know. I feel like you are leaning in, though, with this Ace of Swords, having honest conversations, dropping burdens. Let's see. But for me, I hope this burden is like, no, I don't want to do the new thing. It's too much of a burden. I'll stay with the old thing. Advice for Taurus, please. King of Pentacles. Okay, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords. You're stressing and you're having sleepless nights. Self-induced anxiety. Perhaps over this person that you did have stability with, this King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Struggle. It's the struggle bus and it's real. It's really real. You're sitting there with the sleepless nights and anxiety here. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Let me look at this 10 of Swords. This is a brand new deck. I haven't Jesus Christ. This one's so morbid. It's got like the hood over the head and everything. It's saying onward, upward in your advice. You already went through the worst. You already went through the ending. You already spoke your truth. You already told somebody how you felt. You already said it's leaning towards death and destruction, right? But what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? You go onward, upward. You stay optimistic and hopeful. Let me cover her body because I don't want to get like blocked by YouTube. But here you are feeling guilt, regret, and then there's an Aries card here, somebody here with authority, having a passion and new beginning, but you still trapped. First week of December. I do like the Ace of Swords, so I can't wait to clarify that for you, Taurus. I'm so curious to see what's happening there. What is the outcome? So there's a Page of Wands. You're very curious to see where something leads, or you're curious about something or someone. But because you're guarded, or it could be that's why you are guarded. Maybe you're saying to yourself, I'm so wounded. I'm so hurt. I feel so betrayed. I feel so tired. I feel this. I feel that. But I'm also curious at the same time because I don't know, gee, I'm a human being. You are a magician, though. You can manifest any kind of future that you want. Four of Pentacles in reverse. You're letting go of something. Or someone. And that's probably this burden. Whoa. Let's see what's going on. Let's start clarifying. What is the Knight of Swords in reverse? The Seven of Swords in reverse. And the Three of Wands in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Oh, this is too much. But let me see what's going on. All right. So you're definitely healing yourself here. And it has something to do with maybe it was a runner chaser dynamic. Like maybe it started off as unrequited love, but then someone changed their mind or it flipped. Now the chaser is running and they're chasing you, or vice versa. You get my point. I have a King of Swords here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Doesn't have to be an air sign. They just don't scream the I love yous. But they're very thinky types. They're fair, they're balanced, they're honest. But maybe perhaps this was somebody you had on the side, or this is your spouse. Unclear. But you feel at the moment that you don't need to make a decision. You don't need to make a judgment call, either because it was taken out of your hands or because you just feel like they did something that you no longer have to decide anything, right? You're just in this place where you're healing and now you're rethinking like, oh, maybe. So you start healing. Because the Three of Swords in reverse is the Four of Swords upright. It's like you're taking out the daggers, but it's fresh. This is the next step. This is like you're on your way. You're about to get up and go. All right. So interesting. So somebody ghosted, they come back, but then you don't talk. Sometimes the Knight of Swords talks about something that's irrational or impulsive. You just rush in and you say something and you don't think like of the consequences. You don't think of what's going to happen. And I do feel, and it's crazy, you guys really should see your monthly. I really do feel for those of you, now the timeline is speeding up for you, Taurus. All those changes that you've been implementing or thinking about of implementing, all that changed behavior within yourself, because it is the last month. It's like now spirit is rushing you. It's pushing you and you feel it like oh my God, I feel rushed. It's like, this is just a lot. Calm down. But they can't calm down because they're prepping you for 2026. I hope that makes sense. So you're like, okay, I'm absorbing this. I'm fine. You are fine. Ace of Swords. Clarify Ace of Swords. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. This is selfish for me. Nine of Cups in reverse. Sometimes this is lack of wish fulfillment, lack of desire. So somebody comes forward and, puts their cards on the table. Some of you feel like this other person is being very selfish by the shit that they're saying to you. And others of you, you're not liking what you hear, or they're not liking what you're saying. Okay? And then when this ensues, because somebody did not think about their actions, cause and effect, when they came in and said whatever they said. All right? Somebody here is very impulsive. Don't know if that was just them being, their feelings made them do that. I don't know, or they're just not, they're stupid, but I don't see something as it being mean. Okay? Ten of Wands in reverse. Ace of Swords. Fire at the bottom of the deck. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, that's what I've been vibing. This is just how somebody operates. They operate by telling the truth. They operate by putting all their cards on the table. So they rushed in and did it without thinking of consequences. But still, it's just somebody here says they can't be burdened anymore, so they want to drop it. I'll be honest with you. Whether you're doing it or they're doing it to you. Someone's just like, this is becoming a burden for me. I'll be honest with you. I need to drop this. And it might involve this King of Wands. Maybe you're saying it to them. And then because you feel stuck and trapped. And like right now, maybe you just don't feel like being pressured to make a choice or a decision or move forward. While somebody else here is impulsive. What is the King of Pentacles or impatient? Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords. I really needed the clarifier for that. Seven of Swords. Okay, so this thing, that ending with betrayal and you're having stress and anxiety with this King of Pentacles here, it's clarified by the Seven of Swords, right? And the King of Wands here. I don't know if you were, having a thing behind this person's back or you were ghosting them or whatever. But in the advice, it's saying whatever you do, you have to strategize this exit plan and stop stressing and having anxiety, because it's just going to lead you down a deep dark well and you're going to feel like it's going to take you forever to climb out. So just strategize instead. Okay? What is the Page of Wands and the Nine of Wands, please, here for my Taurus, please? Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Four of Wands. It's talking about you working with a team at work, collaborating here with somebody, but you're very protective. Also, at the same time, you're curious, because this is going to actually eventually lead you, Taurus, to either a passion project or a passionate new beginning here with someone. There it is again, the Nine of Wands, Nine of Wands. You're going to engage in this, but you're going to be very protective or cautious. You're eventually going, I don't want to get into any more, because then we're getting into the second and third week with these energies back here, but I can see how you're slowly transitioning to a different place from week to week. Interesting. Let's see what the oracles are saying to you, and then we'll clarify them in the extended. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others and flirt. Maybe some of you need to do this with your person to rekindle something. We'll see what it's talking about in the extended. Others of you, it's just saying you're maybe just too serious right now, and this is all the other person is looking at or seeing, right? So go back to, that energy that you were before someone triggered you. Wisdom House of Night, what say you for Taurus, please? Taurus, please. No, it's too many. I just want one, Spirit. One for Taurus, please. Now the glasses. High Priestess of Earth. This is so you anyway. High Priestess of Earth. This is talking about being you. Earthy, stable. But remembering who you are and grabbing a little bit of that energy that has served you in the past. Let's see what it's saying here. When you choose the symbol of the High Priestess of Earth, know the Goddess of Night, I'm nudging you to take care of your health and your beautiful body. Interesting. The High Priestess of Earth symbolizes all things in the physical world. Your body, the body of Earth, and the things that you surround yourself with. Now is the time to eat well, get rest, connect to the power of Earth by walking barefoot, being mindful, and knowing you are a child of flesh and bone who came alive through the blending of Earth's magic and your spirit. If your question is about a situation with a friend or a love interest, know that the High Priestess of Earth is asking you to wait until you see tangible evidence of what you seek to understand about the relationship. Perhaps a first kiss or some shared activity like flirting will give you more insight into the question. Stay grounded, wait, and see. I love that for you guys. All right, everybody else, I'll see you over at the extended. And yeah, everyone else, I'll see you next week.